Hello friends. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about shoulders and wrists, and we're doing that all week and having a workshop on Saturday, but just for the purposes of those who can't make it in, I'm going to go over a little bit of the importance of alignment in our shoulders and our wrists. So if you have a strap, I want you to get it like that, looped, so that it can be about shoulder width like that. That's a little trick that I use to check in every once in a while and make sure my shoulder alignment is good. It's so important. We talk a lot about the external rotation of our shoulders to create that stability as we go through our sun salutation. So just going to hit on that a little bit. First off, in our downward dog, so that when we are in downward dog, that our wrists are as straight as possible. So if I get into more of a on my knees puppy dog or going back into child's pose, my wrists are very, very straight. Sometimes when we begin our practice, because our shoulders are rotated here, it starts to put wrinkles in our wrists there. We want to try to take that out. So first of all, we want to press into the pointer and the thumb knuckle, right? Then from there, we're pulling our forearms towards each other, but we're pushing our shoulders away from each other. So if I put the strap up here around my triceps, right? Plant my hands, so strong foundation in my hands. I squeeze my forearms towards each other, but then I have to press in to this strap. I need to make mine a little bit tighter, my massive shoulders. All right, so there it is. That feels about right. So I'm squeezing my forearms towards each other, right? Towards center line, but I'm pushing my shoulders away from center line so that as I come up into my downward dog, right? And the strap's in the way, but if I push my forehead into it, it's fine. And then I just push my heels back, maybe a little bend in my knees, but I'm looking for that straight line right from this triad of the hand that we talk about, the pointer and the thumb knuckle, all the way up. Nice straight wrists. I don't want my hands turned out or turned in. I want my fingers spread really wide so my foundation is solid. Forearms squeezing the center line, shoulders pressing away from center line. So even if I'm just right here, right, you can see me right here, I'm squeezing, forearms in, shoulders open. That pulls my shoulders away from my ears, creates this length and strength, kind of pushes my sternum forward a little bit. So that's what our focus is going to be on as we go through this week of protecting the shoulders, keeping the shoulders, which dominates down into the wrist. So when a lot of people come into class in the beginning, they're having wrist issues. That's the reason, because we haven't found that alignment yet. So crucially important. So I suggest that when you start your practice, that you practice on your knees until you get that, right? So maybe we're here, but then we push back, right, onto our knees. And as you float through your sun salutation, right, you stay on your knees. So I get to here, I'm squeezing those shoulders into that strap to keep it there. If I don't squeeze, it floats down, right? So I've got to squeeze those shoulders into the strap. But at the same time, I'm pulling my forearms towards each other. And then I come down into chaturanga, up dog, and downward dog, right? So hopefully that helps. Focus on that a little bit this week. If you can make it to the workshop on Saturday, it's at 10 o'clock, and we'll go over it in detail and hands-on with that. So until next time, keep those shoulders and wrists healthy.